Hi everyone, my name is Yvonne, and in this particular video I briefly want to talk about the emergence of a voter suppression movement in the Democratic Party. After the last elections, there was a group of people, mostly black women, who came out and said they're tired of being messiahs. They're tired of basically providing solutions, doing activism work, doing community organizing for the Democratic Party. They're tired and they feel that they are sort of like martyrs, and they're tired. They don't want to participate in the public discourse and basically in the political process. So they're tired, and people should not be expecting them to participate or provide any solutions or any ideas. So this particular group of mostly black women were coming from the Democratic side of the aisle. And what this basically is, these people basically, they were in the party feeling like this. This is not something that just is cropping up from nowhere. This is something that they have been feeling, which means that the Democratic Party went into an election with a group of people who are basically discouraged, and they're discouraging other people from voting. That's what was going on. And the most interesting thing with the Democratic Party, they have a problem with Bernie Sanders' AOC group, the Democratic Socialist, Mandani, the Democratic Socialist group, but they don't seem to have a problem with the voter suppressors. And that group, the Bernie Sanders group, the Bernie Bros, they are not suppressing any voters. They are doing, they are in the public discourse, they are participating, they go to vote, they encourage people to vote. But you have this other group that is basically discouraging people from voting. They are within the party and they are not doing anything about it. So voter suppression is basically discouraging people from voting, and there are very many ways of doing this, and this group is using rhetoric to discourage people from voting. They are discouraging not just people from voting, they are discouraging volunteers, they are discouraging people who have they are basically discouraging people who have participated in the political process before by telling them, you see, you did nothing, there's nothing you've done for the society, you've done nothing for us. So this is a full-on movement that is in the party that needs to be stopped and by stopping, there are several ways to stop this. Of course, there is civic education, which there needs to be civic education there. But also, if they get to the next election with this group, and this group is still saying the same thing, they need to throw them out. Because you can't have a group of people discouraging people, telling people not to go to vote because of various reasons. They have all these reasons, but the bottom line is they are suppressing the vote from within the Democratic Party, within the black community. And not just the black community, they're suppressing within all the communities they live in. They're suppressing voters. And even if they get kicked out, they're not going to end up in the Republican Party. They don't want their voters to get suppressed also. So they are definitely going to make sure their doors are shut for this group. So the Democratic Party needs to come up with ways of dealing with this voter suppression movement that has emerged in not just the black community, in its own base. And the Democratic Socialists, that is not a big problem. There's an ideological difference there. But when it comes to the reality of the situation, that group is not suppressing any votes. That group is bringing out the voters. It's bringing out all these Democratic Socialist people with that ideology. They're bringing them out. So the Democratic Party is basically, they have a problem with that group, but they don't seem to have a problem with a full movement. And this movement is getting bigger and bigger of voter suppression. So you cannot have people volunteering and you have a group of people telling people not to vote in the party. Thank you for watching this far, and I'll see you in the next one.